Well. Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money.
You're now tuned into the financial motivator himself, Ash Cash, Mr. Mind Right, Money Right. Money Right. Money Right.
So welcome to the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to the ashcashshow.com. Subscribe to the podcast. Go to ashcashtv.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are streaming live, which, salute to everybody who are watching us live on IG, which is my live studio audience. Shoot salutes, appreciate the badge love. For those watching live on Twitter, fast shout to my Twitter fam. Fast shout to my Twitch fam. Fast shout to my YouTube fam. To my LinkedIn, welcome, y'all. Your LinkedIn is new to the party. So salute to my LinkedIn family. Fast shout to my Facebook family, the abundance community, everybody in here watching. So I appreciate y'all. Today's message is to stop trusting yourself, right? I need everybody to get to a space where if you are really wanting to achieve all of your dreams, all of your aspirations, everything that you believe that you deserve, you have to stop trusting yourself. You have to stop trusting yourself, right? And the reason why you need to stop trusting yourself is because the self that you're trusting is not the self that the self that you're trusting is not the self in its purest form, right? The self that you're trusting is not the self at its purest form. So what happens? The self that you're trusting is the self that has been manipulated, right? The self that you're trusting is the self that's been coerced. The self that you're trusting is the self that's been bamboozled. It's the self that's been programmed. It's the self that's been indoctrinated, right? And so a lot of us are moving around here with thoughts, with feelings, doing actions, these things that we believe is us, right? We believe it's us. We believe that we want certain things because it is us telling us that we want these certain things when it is not the truth, right? That is not the truth. You are being programmed, right? You're being taught, and I'll speak for myself, right? Because I don't like pointing fingers. So every time I point a finger, I'm pointing one back at me, right? So I'll talk to myself. There's a lot of things in my how old am I? 42, right? 42. In my 42 years on earth, right? On my 42 years on earth, every time I did something, I thought I did it because I wanted to do it. And here's the other piece of it. Every time I did something, I did it because I thought I wanted to do it. And I believed that doing that thing, there was going to be an outcome, right? There was going to be an outcome. There was going to be something connected to the doing, right? So some type of reward, right? Some type of reward I was going to get by doing this thing that I was being coerced to do, right? That I thought I wanted to do. And each time I reached that level, I was left disappointed. I was left disappointed because I again thought that there would be some type of reward, some type of satisfaction. So the grinding hard, there's so many things that I did that I accomplished. And then once I accomplished these things, I was like, yo, I don't even want this. I don't even like this. And as I started to quiet my mind and really think about what I actually wanted, here's the funny thing. I already had what I actually desired. I already had it. I already had what I desired, or I was close to it, but I neglected I neglected that in search for something that society told me that I should have been following or should have been doing, and then got the thing that I thought that society told me, realized I didn't desire that, and then I tried to go back to what I had already. But by the time I got back to what I had already, it was either old or I had to rekindle, And so I wanna give you this example. Dr. Miles Monroe is gonna explain this way better than I could explain it, right? Dr. Miles Monroe is going to explain it way better than I could explain this, right? But essentially what we're doing, right? Essentially what we're doing is, this is an iPhone, right? This is an iPhone. This is a iPhone 13, I think, right? This is an iPhone 13. And the iPhone 13, right? The iPhone 13 is made, right? Is made, catch this, in the image and likeness, right? It's made in the image and likeness of what? Right? The iPhone 13 is made in the image. That's the fan right there. H-Mac, salute, man. Happy New Year. The iPhone 13, I need participation, right? The iPhone 13 is made in the image and likeness of what? Right? Is made in the image and likeness of the creator. Whoever created the iPhone, right? Whoever created the iPhone created Quell, Happy New Year, bro. Whoever created the iPhone they had a prototype, right? They had a prototype. And whoever created it created the iPhone in the image of what they wanted it to do, right? And so what happens? So now, who best? Why, Sister Linda? Happy New Year. Who best can tell you how to use the iPhone? Is it you as the owner? Like I bought this iPhone, so I own this iPhone. Right? I bought this iPhone, so I own this iPhone. But Apple, right? The people at Apple, the engineers and all that stuff or whatever, they made this iPhone in the image and likeness of the prototype, right? And so because I'm the owner though, I'm the owner. I own this iPhone. I have full control of this iPhone. I could do whatever I want with this iPhone. And that's just that. But regardless of ownership though, right? Regardless of ownership, who is in a better position to tell me how to use the iPhone, right? Is it me, the owner, or is it Apple? I'll wait. Is it me, the owner, who owns it, who has full control of it, who can do whatever it wants with it? Who has the who's in the best position to tell me how to best use what I own? Right? It's Apple. And so what's happening is that a lot of us feel like we have we are in control, right? We are in control of our lives, right? We are in control of our lives because we own it, right? Because we're the ones that have the full control. But the truth of the matter is that we're trusting ourselves when if I simply want to get the full use of this iPhone, guess what I got to do? I just got to trust the source, right? I got to go to Apple, right? I get mad at Apple. I'll be like, yo, Apple, it's crazy how, I want to take video to look like movie. So I'm going to buy a $3,000 camera because my iPhone can't do it. iPhone like, nah, it's not true. All you got to do is put your iPhone in cinematic view. If you put it in cinematic view, it'll shoot a whole movie for you. Well, I didn't know that, right? And so I'm making decisions based on information that I don't have. But but catch this. Instead of trying to get the information from the creator, guess what we do? What do we do, y'all? Instead of going to the creator to get the answers, what do? Yo, we go to somebody else that got an iPhone. I'll wait. We'll go to somebody else that has an iPhone. And if somebody else has an iPhone, so we're going to go to them and we're going to be like, yo, you got an iPhone? I got an iPhone. All right, let's figure this thing out together. Still, right? Still knowing that none of us created this, right? None of us are the creator. And so because none of us are the creator, we can just go to the creator and ask. All right, let me let Miles talk to y'all real quick.
You are now tapped in and
let Miles talk to y'all real quick.
MindRightRadio.com.
Miles explained this way better. I just wanted to tee it up for y'all.
MindRightRadio.com.
The key to freedom is knowledge. And the key to knowledge is truth. And the key to truth is the manufacturer. I repeat, there's a principle. The key to truth is the manufacturer. Let's talk. Knowledge is the key to freedom. But the key to knowledge got to be checked carefully. I used to think that knowledge was power. That's not necessarily true, because you can learn the wrong thing. Jesus said the only thing that can set you free is not knowledge, but knowledge of the truth. Now I mentioned to you that truth, the key to truth is who? The manufacturer. What do I mean by that? The manufacturer is the only one who knows the truth about his product. Let me try it one more time. The manufacturer is the only one who knows the truth about his product.
The manufacturer.
Everybody else is experimenting.
Everybody else is experimenting.
Everybody else is guessing. And everybody else has opinions.
Everybody else has opinions.
The manufacturer knows the truth about his product.
Yo, hold on. So look, Thy Sister Keeper Inc. says, because the creator is going to charge you or try to trick you into buying something else. Be careful. Thy Sister's Keeper. Be careful Be careful with confusing the creator from the retailer. Right? Be careful with confusing the retailer with the creator, because the creator is not going to trick you. The creator doesn't want you to buy anything else. In fact, the creator knows that this product is perfect. Right? The creator knows the product is perfect. Right? The creator knows that the product is perfect. It is the retailer. It is the person who's trying to maximize their sales. It is the retailer who is going to sell it to you, then try to sell you another one, then try to sell you something else, because it is the retailer who benefits from tricking you, right? Not the creator. Not the creator. If I write a book and I have detailed instructions on how to do something, and I need people to be successful in my programs. There's nothing about me that wants to trick people to buy other programs, right? Why? Because if I could prove, right? If I have a program and I could prove that my program works, then I could use, right? I could use the person who actually completed my program to now get other people to complete the program, right? Because most creators, right? Most creators create from a sense of passion, from a sense of accomplishment, from a sense of, yo, I know this works and I want to teach this to others, right? And so because I know this works and I want to teach this to others, I need a proof of concept. Yes, right? I need proof of concept. And so not the creator. The creator is never going to trick you. In fact, the creator is going to go all out to make sure that you're successful. The creator is going to assist you. Let's go, Miles.
That's why you shouldn't get information from anyone else except the manufacturer.
Only the manufacturer.
Don't even believe the retailer, because he's in business to sell.
Look, the retailer's in business to sell.
I don't trust humans to tell me who I am. Don't depend on customers' experience to determine the value of a product, because some customers don't know how to use it. Y'all are slow here tonight. Many of us have literally allowed people to talk us out of good products because they abused it and it didn't work for them.
Yep.
Not because your marriage didn't work doesn't mean marriage doesn't work. You just didn't know how to stay married. You didn't follow the manufacturer's manual. You didn't follow the specifications. Are you understanding me? What is a manual? The word manual is, you check it, you see it's spelled this way. M-A-N-U. Do you see that there? Manu is from a Latin word which means to make or make up. Manu. Now, if you put the word manu and put another word next to it, factor, which is the factor that manus it, which means the factor that made the product, you have the word manufacturer. Are you with me? So a manufacturer is the factor that made the product. And the book that he sends with it never comes from the retailer. Manuals are never produced by wholesalers. Manuals are never printed by customers.
Right, the manual that you barely read.
Manual because it's from the manufacturer, which means the manual means the maker's mind. Write it down. It means the maker's mind. What the maker did was took his mind and put it on paper and sent it with his product. So that when you read the manual, you're reading his mind about his product. And he's telling you, don't attempt to operate this product until you've read my mind completely. Why? Because I'm the only one who knows this product. Why? Because I made it. I designed it. I designed all of the circuits. I know the potential of my product. Now, the manual that you have with the product, if you ignore the manual, you are ignoring the mind of the maker. And if you ignore the maker's mind, then you are experimenting. People who have read the manual do not experiment. They know what to do. They know how to get out of the product what's in there. Because they know the mind of the manufacturer concerning the product. I want to invite you to consider where you came from. What company produced you? It's a good question. Sony produced Sony products. Mercedes-Benz produced Mercedes products. Toyota produces Toyota products. Well, I came from God Incorporated. And my company is eternal. It's not registered with the Dow Jones average. It's not on the stock market exchange because its value is too much. And my company that produced me
Sam, what's
is
up?
the
Happy New Year.
only element that has the right to tell me the truth about me. When the manufacturer produced me, he had in his mind a purpose. Every manufacturer creates products for specific purposes. And the purpose for which they make the product determines the design of it and the ability of the product. Therefore, the key to knowing a product's ability and potential is not determined by your opinion of it. Let me take you one step further. Most of you came here in cars, and if you were to go outside and check your car, you'll discover something very strange. When you first buy a car, you sit in the driver's seat. If you check the speedometer registration, there's a number on that registration. The number of that car, registration may say 160. Some cars may say 210.
Hey, boss,
Other
I
cars may
appreciate you,
say
brother.
even 280. Now, how could the manufacturer place on that registration of that speedometer that number? How can he tell you that this car can travel at 160 miles per hour? What gives him the audacity and the right to tell you, without your permission, that this automobile can travel at 160 miles per hour? He didn't ask you. And when he sold it, he placed it there, and he's daring you. He's telling you, try it. I guarantee that this
it.
automobile could travel at 160. I don't care what you think about it. I don't care what your opinion is. I made it, and I put in this car the horsepower and the piston power and the firepower to go at once.
Let me stop that real quick. Let me just stop that real quick so y'all could digest this. A lot of us are not taking the manufacturer at its word, right? So we go back to the original. Stop trusting yourself, right? Stop trusting yourself, because you're trusting yourself. You're trying to use, right? You're trying to use you in a way that you weren't even intended to be used, right? You're trying to use you in a way that you weren't even intended to be used. And what happens is, right? What happens is, because you're trying to use yourself in a way that isn't intended to be used, you're not getting the results. You're not getting the results that you think that you should be getting from using you in the way that you're not supposed to be used. So guess what? Because you're not being used in the way that you're supposed to be used, and you're not getting the results that you're supposed to be getting based on you using yourself the wrong way, you are talking down on yourself. You are judging yourself. You are telling yourself lies. You're lying to yourself. You're telling yourself, all these things that you need to fix to get to some level that is absolutely false. You are disrespecting yourself. You are not giving yourself the true opportunity to be who you truly are, because you don't know how to you're lying to yourself. You're trusting yourself based on a self that's not even, you're not even using yourself the right way. And so we need to get to a space, right? We need to get to a space. We need to get to a space where we are not trusting ourselves, trusting this. We got to trust the source. We have to, right? We got to go back to the manual, right? We got to go back to the manual. We got to go to the guide. We have to go back to the guide that tells us how we should be used, right? We got to go back to the guide that tells us how we need to be used. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, right? The main guide says that we are made in the image and likeness of God. We are made in the image and likeness, right? And so we are made in the image and likeness of God, right? God doesn't have an image, like you can't see God, right? And so what is this image? What is this image that the good book speaks of, right? What is this image? The image is the imagination. Right? Because if God is a creator, then guess what? We are two creators. We are also creators. You don't gotta take my word for it. The moon, right? The moon, who's older than every human being living. There's no human being living that's older than the moon. Right? There's no human being living, even dead, actually. There's no human dead that's older than the sun. But guess what? The moon, as old as it is, as powerful as it is, it has one function. That's it. It can't do nothing else. The sun can't do nothing else. That's it. Right? Out of all, and there's so many miraculous, there's so many beautiful creations, right? There's so many beautiful creations, things that were created by the Most High God. And there's only one thing that has the power to create. Think about that. That's not fascinating to y'all? Maybe I'm bugging. Like God is the creator, like God created everything. And out of everything that God created, there's only one species that can do what God could do. Right? In fact, dare I say, nobody attack me. Right? Nobody attacked me. But dare I say that the creator is so powerful that the creator created us to create what the creator didn't finish. What do you mean? The creator created us to create what the creator didn't finish. It's like, dare I say that it's like an alley-oop, right? If you play basketball, you know what an alley-oop is, right? You go down the court, right? And the person who got the ball could shoot the ball in the basket. Right? The person who got the ball could shoot the ball in the basket. But instead, look, instead of the person who got the rock shoot the ball in the basket, they do what? They do an alley-oop. They create an assistance to make it easier for the and they're like, yo, I want this to look pretty, right? So I'm gonna do all these tricks and I'm gonna do the alley, right? I'm gonna do the alley-oop because what? The person who could grab the alley, dunk it, whatever, they make it look prettier. They're like, oh, finish that, right? So it wasn't even like the creator created everything in its final form, though. You get what I'm saying? Yo, the creator did not create anything in its final form. The creator literally gave us a blank canvas, but gave us everything we need to create anything that our mind desires. Free will. Gave us everything we need to create everything that our mind desires. Crazy. How crazy is that? Like there's nothing. Yo, all of the resources until the end of time are here. All of the resources until the end of time are actually here with you right now. And all you got to do is create. And that's the promise that I need y'all. That's what I need you to trust. I need you to trust. I need you to stop trusting you. Right? I need you to stop trusting you, and I need you to start trusting that you are really made in the image and likeness of God. And if you're made in the image and likeness of God, I need you to start to create. Right? You are a creator. Period. You are a creator. You were put here to create. That's it. There's no two ways about it. You were put on this earth to finish, right? God gave you the alley-oop, right? God gave you the alley-oop. You were put on this earth to finish. You were put on this earth to create your highest good and your highest self, and to leave the world better than how you found it, right? Each one of us human species were put here to create, to do our part, right? Each of us have been put here to do our part, and it's time, right? It's time, right? It's time to do your part. That's all. You have everything. You have everything that is needed, right? You have everything that is needed in order for you to live your best life. Stop making excuses. Stop asking your friends. Stop finding collaborators, right? Stop finding people to collaborate with you, to excuse you for not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, let me let Dr. Miles finish.
60. You know, before they release the car, they test it first. So they're not asking you to test anything. They're asking you to use it. Driving at 150, does that cancel the car's potential to travel at 160? Ask the question again. If you've been driving for the last 30 years at 55 miles per hour, does your experience cancel the car's ability? No. That's why you should not judge life by your experience. If the car is parked outside and you walk up to the car and you say this, now this is how it works. You say to this car, you are stupid. Can the car still travel 160? Yes. If you say to this car, I think you dumb and ignorant and backward, can it still travel 160? Yes. You say to this car, I don't like your color. Can it still travel 160? Your opinion does not affect the potential of the car. Please write that down. Opinions do not change potential. Therefore, what you think about the car is irrelevant to the car's ability. The problem is that most of us have accepted other people's opinions about us. Now, here's a strange phenomenon. If you've been driving at 50 miles per hour all your life, but you are capable of 150, and I come and pass you at 60, then you are impressed. Isn't that crazy? Here you are driving 50 all your life, someone passes by making 60 miles per hour, and you go, wow. And what you don't realize is that you can make 160. The problem is, we are impressed by people who ain't doing nothing.
Impressed by people.
That's why I never allow what you do to interfere with what I could do. There's more inside of you than what you've done. God's not satisfied with your present accomplishments. And so don't allow people's opinions to interfere with your potential. Don't let anybody declare an opinion over your speedometer, because God has buried in you untapped treasure. Society is a dangerous norm, and I don't want to be normal. The key to freedom.
The key to freedom
is knowledge.
Is knowledge. The right knowledge.
And the key to knowledge is truth. And the key to truth is the manufacturer. Let's talk. Knowledge is the key to freedom.
Knowledge is the key to freedom.
But the key to knowledge.
But the key to knowledge.
Gotta be checked carefully.
Gotta be checked carefully, y'all. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I gotta go. Coolio, man, it's getting too hot. If Faith had twins, she probably had 2 Pacs. Get it? 2 Pacs. Rob, salute to everybody on the check-in. Robin says, thank you so much for confirming and reminding us that we are enough the way God has built us. That is a fact. That is a fact. Salute to K. Ross. K. Ross, peace, brother Ash. Got my 12-year-old son, Mind Right, Life Right, physical copy, and he loved the audio. Salute. We appreciate you. I'll read the other comments, but I gotta go. Make sure y'all join Abundance Community. So anybody who's asking about tracks, so every track that I'm playing is from Mind Right Radio. Mind Right Radio is available in the Abundance Community. And so abundancecommunity.org, abundancecommunity.org. It is available. We meet every Monday at 8 p.m. Yo, I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. This last week, yesterday at 8 p.m., we only had 2 people show up for our call, right? We only had 2 people. Yo, you know how many people are in my DMs all of the time asking me questions? All of the time, people are in my DMs asking me questions. And I have, and this is verifiable information. I have a mentorship that people pay me $40,000 for, right? And so I wouldn't even say as a give back, but I'm giving access to me, right? I'm giving access to me every Monday at 8 p.m. and only 2 people show up. I don't mind because it's good for the 2 people because we had a great session last night. I really gave a lot of information away. So I'm not even saying this in a way, I'm just stating what is. And I'm just confused. I'm like, yo, all the people that be in my DMs, like, y'all not serious. Y'all not serious. Y'all not serious. I gotta go because I gotta get on this call. But y'all not seriously trying to get good information because I show all my receipts. I show receipts. And how does that make sense? If people are paying $40,000, right, for a year access, and you could pay $444 for the year access, that don't make no sense, y'all. AbundanceCommunity.org, man. Make sure y'all tap in. AbundanceCommunity.org. We meet every Monday. Listen, every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow in God's will. Same time, same place. Peace.
I ain't talking about rich. I'm talking about wealth.
Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money.
You are now tuned in to the Ash Cash Show, your #1 source for financial motivation. Get your mind and your money right.